Guaranteed monthly income for life. 20 dividend recos that pay as high as 16.6%. Tap into a guaranteed income stream and begin collecting monthly checks of up to $650 or more within 3 weeks. Dear fellow investor, hello, Brian Perry here. In this brief message, I'd like to tell you about a monthly dividend payer with an eye-popping annual yield of 16.6%. Depending on how much you invest, this investment pumps out checks as high as $650 every 30 days. And if you act right now, you can get your first check in less than 3 weeks, and then keep adding thousands of extra dollars a year to your bank account, all in cash. And that's just the beginning. In the next few minutes, I'll show you an easy way you can begin collecting an entire series of monthly dividend checks, as many as 9 a month, from some of the best companies in America. Companies like Apple, Nike, Chevron, Home Depot, and many others. These companies don't all pay monthly dividends, but I've discovered a unique way to get monthly income payments even from stocks and companies that only pay quarterly dividends. The double-digit dividend payments I'll tell you about in this message pay an annual yield of around 10%, and they pay every 30 days. Juicy monthly dividend checks like these can give you a guaranteed income stream for life, while also providing a significant degree of safety for your portfolio as a whole. Unlike bonds or bond funds, these monthly dividend payments will likely not fluctuate if interest rates rise later this year, as many experts predict. Not only that, these supercharged income investments provide annual dividends 5 to 15 times greater than what you can get from most dividend stocks, bank CDs, or treasury notes. They give you a realistic way to earn an average annual return of 10% or more for the rest of your life. They outperform most bond funds and bond ETFs available, and by a significant margin. They provide you with rock-solid safety in a time of increased economic uncertainty as the underlying investments appreciate in value, and best of all, hand you annual yields as high as 16.6%, and checks that can be worth hundreds of dollars every month, and help you enjoy a more prosperous retirement. I'll tell you all about it in this brief message and in a brand new special report I've just prepared called Double-Digit Monthly Dividend Payers for 2015. This report is not available in any store. You can't buy it on Amazon.com or with your Kindle. I prepared it exclusively for subscribers to my Cash Machine advisory service. In this report, I reveal the very best monthly dividend payer of 2015, stocks and other investments with yields of 9.17%, 9.7%, 10.3%, even 16.6%. Plus, I also show you how you can put together a portfolio of the very best monthly dividend payers that will give you a guaranteed income for life, and do so in a way that actually takes advantage of rising interest rates. I'll tell you how to instantly download a free copy of Double-Digit Monthly Dividend Payers for 2015 in a moment. But first, let me say a few words about why it's a realistic goal to safely double, even triple your monthly cash flow from investment income this year. You don't have to settle for rock-bottom yields offered by banks, money market funds, and bonds. After nearly 3 decades working as a financial advisor for top Wall Street firms like Paine Webber and Bear Stearns, I now dedicate myself to helping individual investors safely increase their income with investments like these monthly dividend payers. My income advisory service, Cash Machine, specializes in finding safe income investments that are overlooked by most other analysts. These highly specialized investments result in annual yields averaging 10% or more. But they also produce total returns, including capital appreciation, that can make your mouth water. Many have doubled investors' money, often in a matter of months. Here are just a few of our winners. 153% profit in Provident Energy Trust. 135.75% profit in Cheniere Energy Partners, LP. 118% profit in Terra Nitrogen. 131.5% profit in Lynn Energy. 122.7% profit in Atlantic Power Corporation. 119% profit in Penn Virginia Resource Partners. 110% profit in Alliance Resource Partners. 84% profit in Diana Shipping, and 82% profit in Eagle Bulk Shipping. Now, my purpose for reaching out to you today is to reveal how you can use the very best of these investments to supercharge your own portfolio beginning immediately and create a far more prosperous retirement than you may have thought possible. Later on, I'll invite you to try out my Cash Machine Advisory newsletter on a 100% risk-free basis and get up to 6 free profit bulletins as well. But first, let me explain why more and more investors are adding monthly dividend payers to their income portfolios. Imagine enjoying 108 paydays a year from 9 investments that pay between 7 and 16% annually. If there's one thing income investors love more than quarterly dividend payments, it's monthly dividend payments. There are several advantages to receiving monthly dividends. Advantage number 1, regular income. You'll have peace of mind knowing exactly how much money to expect each month. Advantage number 2, less volatility. Frequent payments help stabilize the share price, so you won't see much of a drop after the payout. Advantage number 3, solid yields. Many of the monthly payers in certain sectors actually pay a higher dividend than those that pay quarterly. Monthly dividends are a true treasure for investors who need reliable, steady income. And in your free copy of Double-Digit Monthly Dividend Payers for 2015, I will reveal the very best monthly dividend payers that will keep the checks coming to your mailbox like clockwork. For example, monthly payer number 1 for 2015, collect a 10.34% annual yield with this blue chip equity income fund. My first pick for your portfolio for 2015 is the Eaton Vance Tax Managed Global Diversified Equity Income Fund, EXG. I believe that this fund, which is composed of world-class stocks and also utilizes a sophisticated options strategy that professionals employ for extra income, covered calls, will deliver the total return of 10% or more that I'm shooting for in the year ahead. Top holdings include Royal Dutch Shell, Nestle, Vodafone Group, Unilever, as well as U.S. household names like Google and Wells Fargo. Also, this portfolio taps into those blue-chip stocks that are right in the midst of the current uptrend in U.S. equities, while opening the door for some exposure to Europe and the U.K. with a weighting in the very best names. What's more, the shares trade at a very attractive 9.05% discount to net asset value. The fund has a managed dividend policy that is set at the end of every year. It currently pays out 8.1 cents per share per month, which translates to a current annual yield of 10.34%. I detail this amazing high dividend fund and a lot more in your copy of Double-Digit Monthly Dividend Payers for 2015. I'll tell you how to download a copy in a second. But let me tell you about another monthly dividend payer you won't even believe. Monthly dividend payer number 2 for 2015, a REIT handing shareholders a monthly check with an annual yield of 16.6%. As you probably know, some of the fattest, juiciest dividend payers around are real estate investment trusts, REITs. But what you might not know is that some of these income investments pay monthly. For example, there's a specialty finance company that manages a portfolio of securities made up of residential mortgages. It's making money hand over fist and passing it on to its shareholders. In the third quarter last year, it earned net income of $6.8 million, or 6.3 cents per share. Third quarter dividends totaled 5.4 cents per share, and book value was $13.27 per share, a 22-cent per share increase. Revenues are forecast to rise by 52% in 2015 to $35 million, which explains why insiders own 11% of the stock. Another reason, it pays a monthly dividend of around 18 cents per share with an eye-popping annual yield of 16.6%. Someone with $50,000 to invest will collect a nice check of $691 a month, month after month after month. You'll learn all about it in double-digit monthly dividend payers for 2015. Here's another one. Monthly payer number 3 for 2015, a bond fund from our conservative portfolio with an annual yield of 9.17%. One of the great pearls of Wall Street wisdom is to follow the money. In the process of ferreting out the best high-yield risk-reward strategies, I look to investments in which the managers put their own money on the line. And this bond fund is just that. The chairman of the company has $20 million of his own money invested in this monthly dividend payer. The fund has assets of $3.4 billion and invests in corporate bonds issued by such name companies as H.J. Heinz, Virgin Media, Sprint, Rite Aid, T-Mobile, Tenet Healthcare, and Valiant Pharmaceuticals, and many others. The asset allocation is 42% corporate bonds, 27% asset-backed mortgages, and 24% loans, diversified among cable companies, wireless, electric utilities, oil and pipeline companies, food and beverage, and technology and gaming. Investing in the bonds and loans of top-quality companies certainly pays off handsomely. That's because this bond fund pays a robust annual yield of 9.17%, and it pays it in equal monthly checks that come in like clockwork. Again, you can find out all about this amazing monthly dividend payer now in my conservative portfolio when you simply download your free copy of double-digit monthly dividend payers for 2015. It will only take about 60 seconds of your time. But before I give you the link, let me tell you about just one more, something suitable for your portfolio immediately. Monthly payer number 4 for 2015, conservative closed-end fund that pays monthly with an annual yield of 9.5%. For people who like the idea of locking in double-digit yields or close to it, but also don't want to lose any principal, this fund is worth considering. It's in my conservative portfolio, yet has an annual yield of almost 10%. Reason: for 50% of its portfolio, it utilizes a sophisticated but conservative investment strategy that issues covered call options on stocks it owns. The rest of its money is invested in various fixed income securities and alternative investments around the world, as well as investing in short-term corporate debt, 30%, and convertibles, 20%. The fund went public in August 2012 and has total net assets worth roughly $792 million. According to Morningstar, this fund has had a total return of 11.62% a year for the last 5 years running. Translation: you don't lose money on the principal, and the dividend payout looks safe. I like this fund because it hands investors monthly dividend payouts with a very respectable yield of 9.5%. And it also holds its value very, very well. All the details are available in your free copy of Double-Digit Monthly Dividend Payers for 2015. Now, before I tell you how to download your copy, let me say why it's possible to find monthly dividend payers like these that give you increased income along with safety. Cash Machine is the place for safe monthly dividend payers that appreciate in value. Income investing is a popular approach for today's investor and retiree, but I believe it should be done with an eye on maximum safety. That's why I reject 99 out of 100 income stocks, utilities, income trusts, MLPs, REITs, or other securities that I review for my Cash Machine income investing newsletter and service. To make my buy list, every income investment I consider must meet a number of very exacting criteria. They must pay an annual yield of at least 5% for my conservative buy list and around 10% for my aggressive buy list. This is the key if you want to create a steady, reliable, hefty stream of income. Enjoy substantial earnings growth. The income investments I recommend for your portfolio are selected to deliver 10 to 16% total returns. That is, capital gains plus dividends. Have an average daily volume of at least 50,000 shares. I only recommend liquid investments, and this is the minimum amount I will accept for any investment. And have the potential for a minimum 25% plus total return over a 1-year period. Since I launched Cash Machine in 2006, the average return on winners is 35%, and that is very important to me. It isn't easy to find income investments that meet these criteria, but when you do, it provides a boost to your portfolio like nothing you've ever seen, while also giving you fat dividend checks on a quarterly, even monthly basis. Test drive Cash Machine without any risk whatsoever. Let me emphasize one final point. Dividend-paying stocks are the place to be in today's market. I'm not the only one saying this. While interest rates will likely rise in 2015, most experts like me don't expect them to rise very much. As the New York Times recently put it, the Federal Reserve is signaling that it would not raise short-term interest rates any earlier than June, while leaving unresolved how much longer it might be willing to wait before lifting its benchmark rate from near zero. As a result, money will continue flowing into the safest dividend-paying investments available, the investments I describe in detail in Double-Digit Monthly Dividend Payers for 2015, driving up the values of the investments themselves. There are literally thousands of pensions and pension funds that desperately need more than just capital gains to be able to meet their payment requirements. They need income, and the double-digit monthly and quarterly dividend payers I reveal in Cash Machine are some of the few places they can get it. What's more, if interest rates do rise, they will not have a direct impact on the dividend in these investments. They are based on the rising earnings of the companies I recommend, not on interest rates. And that brings me to why my Cash Machine income investing service is so important, not only for retirees or those nearing retirement, but also for investors at all levels. At the heart of the Cash Machine program are two portfolios: conservative dividend paying and aggressive dividend paying, currently with 14 recommendations in each. The names of the portfolios are self-explanatory. The conservative portfolio focuses on the safer bets that yield between 5 and 10%. The aggressive portfolio focuses on investments that pay 10% to 20% yields. Put together, the two Cash Machine portfolios are designed to generate a blended total yield of 10% and potential total returns, capital appreciation, and dividends of 25%. In addition, you can test drive my Cash Machine approach without taking any risk whatsoever. When you agree to test drive my unique Cash Machine income investing service, you'll get immediate access to my brand new double-digit monthly dividend payers for 2015 special report and to my specific recommendations for all of the dividend-paying investments I've mentioned in this message. You'll also get all of my latest recommendations for 2015, as well as everything else that comes with the Cash Machine, including weekly updates. Every Tuesday, I'll send you an email alerting you to the latest Cash Machine updates. Monthly newsletter. In addition to weekly updates, I'll also provide you a monthly Cash Machine issue during the third week of each month. You can expect further analysis of particular sectors or investment vehicles, as well as a thorough portfolio update, an in-depth look at the current environment and where the best dividend-paying investments are right now in 2015. Special alerts. Whenever I need to contact you between issues about economic or market events or breaking news about a current holding, I'll email you with all the details. These alerts are my way of getting information to you that just can't wait until the next weekly update or monthly issue. Cash Machine's conservative and aggressive income portfolios. The Cash Machine portfolio gives you access to both of my buy lists: aggressive dividend-paying portfolio and conservative dividend-paying portfolio. Both contain all of my current recommendations, as well as buy limits, current yields, and my top buys. Online conferences. These online and telephone conferences give me the opportunity to bring dividend-paying investing to a more personal level. These events allow me to elaborate on important developments in our holdings, exchange ideas, and answer your questions. 24/7 website archive. Cash Machine is available online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, through my subscriber-only website. Here you can access a full archive of my weekly updates and monthly issues, as well as special reports, online conferences, and my complete portfolio. Best of all, you get all of this for just 13 cents a day. You might expect that a service like this costs many hundreds, even thousands of dollars. After all, I can think of many income advisories alone that charge $495, $595, even $695 or more a year. But to introduce the Cash Machine approach to building wealth and income to as many people as possible, I'm offering new subscribers a special offer of 80% off the regular price of just $249 per year. Just $49 for 1 year and $89 for 2 years. That works out to less than $1 a week, or just 13 cents a day. When you agree to try out the Cash Machine, you'll get instant access to double-digit monthly dividend payers for 2015, as well as details on all of the double-digit or near double-digit monthly dividend payers I told you about in this message. You'll also get a copy of my latest issue with my very latest current recommendations. And you'll get 2 bonus special reports that will get you started in the exciting and very profitable world of cash machine investing. Bonus gift number 1, Cash Machine Quick Start Guide, a $39.95 value, free. In the current economic environment, most investors are taking a step back when they encounter a security that pays a dividend yield in excess of 10%. That's because investors are afraid that anything paying more than a 5% dividend is too good to be true. Nothing could be farther from the truth. In this special report, I reveal how we find companies that pay fat dividends, sometimes monthly, while also appreciating in value. This valuable report lets you get started immediately, even if you know nothing about income investing. Bonus gift number 2, my top quarterly dividend investment for 2015, a $39.95 value, free. In this special report, I reveal my number 1 top income investment for 2015, a rapidly growing real estate investment company that pays a solid yield of 8.46%. With 28 different income investments in my conservative and aggressive portfolios, you have a lot of choices. But if I had to choose just one investment, this would be it. It offers everything an income investor dreams about: capital appreciation plus an annual yield of greater than 8%. You'll discover everything you need to know about this income powerhouse in your copy of this special report. Want an even better value? Then simply agree to a risk-free test drive of the cash machine for 2 years and lock in an 82% discount. The regular price for 2 years is $498, but if I hear from you now, you'll pay just $89. That's an 82% discount for a total savings of $409 off the regular price. Of course, as a 2-year subscriber, you'll still receive my monthly double-digit dividend payers for 2015 special report, along with the Cash Machine Quick Start Guide and my top quarterly dividend investment for 2015 special report. But you'll also get these 3 additional bonus gifts, valued at $119.85 total. Also, free of charge. Bonus gift number 3, the top 7 investment traps to avoid, a $39.95 value, free. High-yield securities offer some great investment opportunities, but there are pitfalls for investors who either don't understand the risks or who are tempted beyond their risk tolerance. In this valuable bonus report, I reveal the 7 biggest mistakes beginning income investors make. I also tell you how to avoid making these costly mistakes and reveal a simple strategy for gradually layering in income investments into your portfolio so you earn while you learn. Bonus gift number 4, government-mandated high yields for rapid income growth, a $39.95 value, free. When I keep reading how difficult the lending environment is for mid-sized private companies, it only makes sense to take a hard look at the business development companies, BDCs. These specialty financials are not as well known and understood by many people as the big banks, having just been introduced on a widespread basis during the past 10 to 20 years. But they are an exciting way for retail investors to jump headlong into the private equity market. They are a pure play on the financing of small to medium-sized businesses in a recovering economy. Bonus gift number 5, best picks for your 401k and IRA accounts, a $39.95 value free. In my cash machine service, I recommend a range of investment vehicles, but some, like partnerships, estates, and trusts, issue K-1s instead of 1099s, so they can be tricky to deal with. For that reason, I generally recommend that you keep these investments in regular cash accounts that aren't subject to retirement income rules. And in this special report, I explain it all and reveal the specific income investments tailor-made for tax-deferred investment accounts. To get all 6 of these valuable special reports free, click here now. In addition to the heavily discounted subscription rate and all of the free bonuses, as a new subscriber, you will also get our unprecedented cash machine guarantee. You must significantly increase your investment income in 90 days, or you pay nothing. I'm so confident that the double-digit monthly dividend payers I will share with you will dramatically boost your income that I'm willing to make you this astonishing offer. If you don't significantly increase your investing income from our portfolio recommendations within 90 days, you don't pay a penny. Let me be more specific. Sign up for a risk-free test drive of my cash machine income investing recommendations. Download your free copy of double-digit monthly dividend payers for 2015, along with the other bonus reports I just described, and study the most recent weekly alerts and monthly issues of the cash machine. Then take a whole 3 months to try out my recommendations. No fine print, no excuses. If you don't immediately increase your investment income from the recommendations you discover in the Cash Machine's monthly newsletter, just let me know within 90 days and you'll get a complete refund, no questions asked. Almost no one makes an offer like this, which tells you how confident I am that these little-known double-digit dividend payers will give an enormous boost to your monthly cash flow. So, here's what I would like you to do. Step 1, click on the Subscribe Now button below and agree to a test drive, nothing more, of my cash machine recommendations. You're not committing to anything. Step 2, decide which bonus reports you'd like. When you come to the order page, decide whether you'd like to try us out for 1 or 2 years. The 2-year offer is a better value because it comes with some very valuable extra bonus reports and additional savings. Step 3, once you subscribe, we will email you a confirmation letter with your double-digit monthly dividend payers for 2015 and the other special reports attached. Review the reports and my current recommendations. Step 4, then select the investments you want to make to receive your first dividend check. I recommend you start with the monthly dividend payers described in my double-digit monthly dividend payers for 2015 report, so you can get a check immediately. Step 5, watch your monthly income increase. One of the great things about the cash machine recommendations, especially the double-digit monthly payers, is that you can see the results almost immediately. Literally, within just weeks of taking action, you can begin receiving fat dividend checks or have that money wired directly into your bank account. Bottom line, my cash machine investing program works, plain and simple. It generates regular monthly income far beyond any other investing program I've encountered. In the unlikely event that you're not delighted by the increase in your income that these recommendations can give you, just let me know by the end of the 90-day period, and I'll refund every penny you paid for your subscription. In fact, I'll do even better than that. If you ever decide that the cash machine service is not for you, right up to the very last day of your subscription, we'll refund 100% of the unused portion of your subscription with no hassles whatsoever. What could be fairer than that? Naturally, even if you do decide to cancel, everything you've gotten, all of the special reports, all of my recommendations, and all of the monthly issues you've received are yours to keep completely without cost or obligation. There is only one caveat. You should act quickly. It's true that this is a special discount subscription offer that may not last long. But that's not the reason why I urge you to act now. The reason you should act now is that the ex-dividend dates for some very nice monthly dividend investments are fast approaching. And depending upon the size of your investment, you could be passing up some juicy cash payments. The next 5 cash machine payments are scheduled to be delivered within the next 3 weeks. As soon as you accept a free trial, you'll gain access to these ex-dividend dates. So please, don't delay. If you're not investing in the double-digit dividend payers you find in my cash machine service, you're cheating yourself out of a significant amount of income. Plus, as I said before, you risk nothing. You may cancel at any time within 90 days and receive a 100% refund of every penny you paid for your subscription. So don't hesitate. Click on the subscribe button below right now. Look at the cash machine difference. The average cash machine investor blended return is 10.33% versus the other securities yields listed below. Remember, with my unconditional 90-day guarantee, you don't have to risk anything. Try out Cash Machine for 1 or 2 years and save as much as 82% on our regular subscription price, plus get up to 6 special reports worth $239.70 free of charge. Press the subscribe button to get started right now.